What's up, guys? I told you I wouldn't trade today. So let's talk about Ondo. Okay, let's talk about Ondo from the very beginning for the people that don't have Ondo. So, or that are not caught up with Ondo. I mean, this is 5 waves. Okay, this is 5 waves. That's in. Whenever you see like this pattern here, okay, followed by a large move upwards, like this, like a large move up, that's the third wave. By deduction, that's the third wave. Okay, that means that the next one dropping is a 4, then the next one up, it's got to be a 5. There's no other way. So here's my position update. Oh, 1 second, I gotta log in. One sec. Fuck me, it takes long. Okay, this is my position. I'm in a 1x leverage position. I don't know why it says 2x there, but it should be 1x. I'm not gonna get liquidated. It's not possible for me to get liquidated. I'm only trading like a little bit. I think it's gonna continue its way down like really, really hard soon. So my position update is I'm in a 300 and I don't know, $380,000 short position, 365,000. Short position, I'm up 6,000 or 5. Fuck, I'm so out of it today. I took a melatonin and a sleeping pill, and then I saw a cow, so I took a fucking caffeine pill after. So I'm feeling a little bit weird right now. So the 5 waves are in. Like the last wave always makes some weird shit like this, like some weird shit like that we can't really tell what it is. But nevertheless, because it tried to break above the wave 3 territory, then it fell back down. That would have been like an ideal short position to take. So now everyone's just kind of like waiting for something to happen. You got to be patient. This is a slow trade. Okay, this is a slow moving coin. This rally, like it took a very long time to reach a peak, like Ondo, for example. Okay, so this coin's moving 39 days, but if you take a look at other coins, like for example Polkadot, that rally was fast. Like instead of 39 days, this guy was 29 days. XRP was very fast too, right? XRP was super fast. Since the election, this guy took only 26 days, right? And then you take a look at a coin like XLM. This one's very fast too. Since November the 6th, this one was 18 days. Or sorry, not 18, 26 days. So some coins are like 29, some coins are 26. But the thing about Ondo is it took 29 days, right, to actually get to the top. 39, sorry. So because of that, it's going to take longer. So you take a look at basically every coin, guys. You take a look at every coin on for example, if you take a look at XRP, right? Like when the MACD crosses over in the 12-hour, it's basically time to drop. XLM MACD crosses over on the 12-hour, right? When it crosses over here, it was kind of too late already, but it was leading up to the 5th wave, right? It was like over here leading up, so then it drops. You take a look at DOT, right? DOT crosses over, and then eventually it just drops. So it's gonna be the same thing for Ondo. Like it's gonna be guaranteed the same thing. See, this is the crossover that's happening right now on the 12-hour and on the daily. I think that tomorrow or the next day, it's probably gonna drop. So it's gonna drop big, I think. Because keep in mind that this coin moved up how much? It moved up 246%. So the best target's probably going to be, I'm guessing like there's going to be many targets, but like this is a pretty reasonable trend line to draw. Like this one is very reasonable in my opinion. I like the way this trend line looks, right? It's hitting like every single point, right? I think it's going to hit at least the lower channel there. I don't know if it's going to hold it. Maybe it'll even just keep going down. Maybe it'll just keep going down very, very hard, right? It's a possibility. If it does go down, but like I'm thinking, this right here, this apex, right? I thought it was gonna drop there like straight there, but it might take some more time, right? This apex right here is kind of where it kind of, you know, it leads to something like that, right? And then it drops. So that's a good reasonable place, 69ish. But of course, like, you know, it might not even hold that yellow line. It might just end up just smashing through instead. But this is 5 waves that are in, right? And if you take the Fibonacci retracement for all of it, like, you're gonna get, you know, I think it's gonna, honestly, like, eventually, I think it's gonna get to like this lower end region over here, right? Like, in somewhere down over here, like maybe 155-ish. If I took my profit at 155, I'd make a lot of money actually. I'd make $60,000 at 155. And that's like a reasonable target because, you know, it's a 382 Fibonacci. It's also like a lot of activity in this area, right? So it's like above wave 4. So it's a reasonable target, I think. But of course, I'm going to take my profits on key I'm not going to take it all at once. I haven't been doing that lately. I've just been taking profits like slowly here and there. I've been just shaving things off the table here and there. So the way that it's looking now is just like it looks pretty bearish. If you go to like a higher time frame, like for example on daily, it just looks like right now that the daily wants to break this right here. Like, this is a support right here. This is a support. See that? This white line is a support. Okay? It's a support because it was a resistance above here, right? Everything above it was a resistance, and it finally broke up above it. So the body and the close, like the open, the close of the candle. That's why we found like support there the first time, roughly around there, then bounced up, got there again, bounced up. But as soon as like 179 or this low gets taken out, like around 177, it's gonna significantly drop in my opinion. Also, if you notice here, like it's making a series of higher lows already. Like, it's actually a very beautiful pattern if you look at it closely, right? It's very beautiful, the pattern. It looks almost like a descending triangle, actually. If you can kind of see it, right? It's kind of a descending type of triangle. But realistically, it's this pattern that I would watch out for the most. Like, this is going to be the pattern to add size. Like this one right here, okay? This one right here is going to be a very, very good pattern because you got 3 great trend lines. So if this pattern breaks down, like I would definitely add more size soon. So if this breaks down, it will hit like, you know, 168, 170 ranges maybe. And then if that yellow line breaks, it's probably going to break down here. But there's going to be many ups and downs along the way. It's not just going to like head there right away, right? So got to give this trade some time, really. Yo, Premium Group, what's up? So this is a very big trade, so I want you guys to be able to catch this one as well, okay? I'm going to give you the very quick version, not the super long version like the elite tier. Ondo is one of the coins that took the longest. Okay, it took very, very long. And because it took very long, oh, what the fuck just happened? Cal went up again. It's making another high. We're trying to, at least. I think it's going to run a little bit more of Cal. I don't really know, maybe. I've tried to catch a short on that too. So here's my position for Ondo. I'm in a $365,000 short position for Ondo. I'm up about 5K. I'll be leveraging up to $1 million very soon. I keep about $700,000 in my account right now. So the leverage would only be like 1.5x maximum. So I give you guys the very simple version of Ondo. The elite tier gets the big one. Ondo reached the top in 39 days. It was one of the slower moving coins. So because of that, it's going to be very slow. All 5 waves are in. All 5 waves are in, and it's probably going to correct soon. The MACD is very bearish. This is what I specialize in, catching the top like this. Okay, the MACD is probably going to cross over in 2 days. Okay, 1 or 2 days maximum. Bearishly diverging RSI and basically every time frame. Every single coin, once it reached 5 waves, had a very big correction. This coin is going to be no different. It's going to have a very large drop, okay, a very large drop, and a typical target would probably be somewhere between, I'm guessing, like, you know, I'm guessing somewhere between, like Fibonacci wise, probably somewhere between 170 and 150, around there, like just to be conservative, because you never know, right? But basically every coin dropped to at least the 382 Fibonacci region, right? So at least the 382, and some even went down to the 0.5. So I can give you examples of every coin. For example, Polkadot. Okay, Polkadot ended up falling down to the 0.5 fib region, right? 0.5 fib after finishing 5 waves. XRP it got to 382, right? XLM got to 0.5, so actually more than that. Yeah, 0.5. There were no coins that only stayed at the 236. Every coin basically ended up correcting a significant amount, right? So you look at data. Data did pretty well too when it came to dropping, right? It dropped to 0.5 fib. So now that Ondo is done, it's probably going to reach 0.5 fib or maybe 382. So this would be a very reasonable target, like down over here, maybe a little bit higher. I'm going to close mine at 155. So that's it. All right, so I'm a little bit nervous, not going to lie. I'm in a very large position right now. I'm in a I can't even see how big that is. I'm in a 1.14 million, $1,140,000 short position right now on Ondo. And yeah, I'm actually not really far away. Like my original entry was over here, right? Like down over here, 183-ish, right? Around 184-ish, but it went up and it got to the point where I think that it's making that higher low that I want, that higher low pattern like this that I'm really wanting. And also it's reaching like these highs up there. It's like this whole range is a bull trap range, like, because of that, for example, because of, this guy. So this whole area is like a massive resistance, okay? Like this whole area is like a massive freaking resistance. So this is exactly what I wanted, for it to create the lower high pattern. So eventually it'll break like this, right? So this is the pattern that I really want for it to break now. So this is actually looking like a very, very, very good trade. So I think that I will probably, it's too big of a position for me to ride. So if it gets to the lower trend line, like around 181, like I'll close it 100%. I'll close it. So 1.81, I'll make 47K. If it got to 155, 1.55, I'd make 203,000. So I'm doing really good on this trade, but I am going to kind of exit some of my positions though. Like I will. And so this is looking very good right now. Like I think it's gonna be a very beautiful trade. Yep. All right, guys. So I think that this is working out to be very well. I mean, that whole green box range, this whole green box is like a massive resistance, like a very, very big resistance. I don't think it's gonna break it. Like the 5 waves are in already. Yeah, like when there's panic in Discord, I don't do that shit, guys. I don't babysit people, man. I don't handhold people. I don't stay on Discord if there's people crying or panicking, because, I don't want fucking idiots to get rubbed off on me. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with fucking idiots and noobs that are crying because I'm in a serious trade myself. I don't need to be around people who are emotional when I'm trading, right? So that's why I kind of just stay away from Discord when everybody's crying. Cow is not stopping today. It's like going incredibly parabolic, but it's not a coin you can trade. It's not a coin you can really try to catch. But this is probably making a third wave in here somewhere. Like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna do something like that. It's quite parabolic right now. But yeah, Ondo, I think it's gonna like, it's looking really good actually, like for bears. It's creating that higher low pattern that I wanted. I did call between 190 and 195 where it's gonna, like, yeah, where it was gonna hit. So because of that, I added a lot more to my position. I added almost $1 million to my short at the top, almost something like that. I'm broken even right now almost. So yeah, there's the higher low pattern, right? That's probably gonna trend down now. Here's kind of like the almost like a head and shoulders for the first one that it's making, and then it's gonna drop down. Like you can see it, right? You can see it. This is the wave 3, head left shoulder. This is the wave 5, right? This is the first wave down, second wave. Like you can see it. That's most likely gonna form in here. If this forms like that, like I think it's gonna, it's gonna hit this lower trend line, and then it's just gonna break down. I think eventually. Like that's my thoughts. I don't know. I could be fucking wrong. Who knows? But I think that this is very rational. What I'm talking about right now, right? It's very rational, and things like that happen. Like I was trading it all day, and it spiked up yesterday. It did the same shit, right? It went up 7% there, it went up 6-7% there. It's pretty normal for the markets to move up and down like this, even during corrective phases, right? It's normal. So that whole green box is a resistance, as you can see, like from here, like it's a major resistance. We couldn't even break above this high, right? We tried to break above it, but then we just came right back down, right? Then we tried to break this high, came right back down. Tried to break that high, came back down. Tried to break this high, came back down. So it's looking pretty bearish right now. I think this is just making a classical threes. And I think that it's gonna come down actually. Like this is gonna really come down. So I don't know what this is, fuck. But like, this could be just the first wave where this is 1, this is 2. There's gonna be a huge 3, maybe 4 and 5. Like, but this looks like it's making this already, right? It's looking like it's making a diagonal of some sort. The reason for that is because this is the 1 and the 2 and 3, because the wave 1 ended up making an A, B, C. So this is a case of threes. Case of threes, right? So case of threes are found in diagonals. So this looks like it's gonna break down, I think. I don't think it's gonna go up anymore. I mean, 5 waves are fully counted. It's not like this coin's any more special than any other coin. It's not like, some coins, corrected, right? And then they went up a little bit more. But like the ones that have a 5-wave count have all, they've all started from the bottom. Like for example, they all started November the 5th, right? And I don't see why Ondo would be any different. It started November the 5th, the rally, right? Like it literally started November the 5th. So because of that, like I'm pretty bearish on Ondo. I think that this is going to be a very good opportunity. And now I'm going to ride it and just see how it goes from here. It's going to take some time. Like it's not going to be one of those coins that is going to drop right away. I think it's going to take a tremendous amount of time to come to profits, like maybe another few days even, but it's going to be a good trade nevertheless. All right, so I'm going to start de-risking now because I only laddered to get a better average price. I'm not going to stay in a 1.12 something million dollar position. It's a little bit too big for me to be comfortable because the volume's only like 3.3 or 330 mils. So the volume's not really the best. The liquidity is like, not really the best either. So I'm up 10K right now, but it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna de-risk, So I'm gonna start closing some of my positions here. I'm gonna definitely close some of my positions. I'm gonna close 100,000 Ondo. Let's close my short here. So I close some. People are not really buying it though. Well, because that's a big wall, right, that I'm putting up. That's $200,000. So when people see that, they might end up, going long instead. So this is what's happening right now. I think it's gonna eventually smash though, but it's just a matter of time. But like, it's gonna be kind of hard to close a position of this size because the volume is extremely low. I think it's gonna just be a matter of time though. So this was a very hard trade to de-risk. Like it really, really was. I took a lot of honestly, it was fucking scary, man. But you see my range here, my range. So I'm in a right now. I'm still shedding about 1.125 million. So it's going all right, I guess. Like I'm gonna try to remove this to see if people are gonna nibble and actually push it down a little bit. So let's just keep closing little by little. Close short. There we go. Close some. So it's just going up in the system here, as you can see. No, not that much. So it's going to be very difficult to shed. When you have $1 million, it's hard, man. You see my wall that comes up there? Okay, so 40,000 or 20K. I'm gonna just go very slow, man. Perfect. It's still going very nice. So I finally shed like 100,000, right? Which is funny because it took so long. What is chase? Click chase to place a limit order at the current bid ask price. Oh, cool. They have that feature. Oh, it closed anyways. Okay. So I closed 100K. Oh, fuck me. Is it gonna go up again now? It's gonna retest all the way at the top. Oh no. That would be a fucking nightmare if it retested all the way at the top. So how much profit did I take? I took in 1,500, a partial close. And now I'm literally broken even. Let's see if it's going to continue its way down though now. So yeah, man, that's part of the hard part about not being able to, you know, like close your positions, because you're going to get into these situations very often where your size is just too big and you're not going to be able to get the close that you want when you want it, where you want it, right? So, but the whole point of this is for me to get to ladder up into that range that I called earlier in my Discord group between 190 and also 195, which is what happened. My break-even price was increased substantially. So now I'm gonna de-risk now that that exposure is long gone, rather than just hold on to this position and maybe let it spike back up there. Like I don't want to let it spike back up there, right? At 1.94, I was down $30,000 at one point. I don't want that. So because of that, I will de-risk more, start closing very slowly here. Okay, so I'm gonna be very smart about this and actually get out of the market. Like, you know what I mean? So 25,000 there. So 25,000 here. So I'm gonna be doing this for a while. 25,000 here. So I'm basically the liquidity right now. And nope, that one did not get filled. These ones are not getting filled. No. Oh, I didn't know that you could move that. What the fuck? You can do that? I didn't know that you can move the price. Finally, they let you change that. They allowed you to do that. It's about time that they did that. Before they didn't let you do that at all. So now I'm gonna be down a lot. It's probably gonna go all the way back up there to retest everything. So that was very annoying actually that I missed it. So What can I do though, right? What can I do? I know maybe some of you guys are thinking, why don't you just ride and hold it, right? Like, no, you don't do that, man. You don't do that after you DCA to get a better average. When it breaks even, you de-risk. Okay, you don't stay greedy. It's amateur's game. If you're gonna stay in that trade, right, in a really big trade, just because you broke even, you don't do that ever. You you have to de-risk. It's incredibly important. Good, come down. I'll be back, guys. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna show everybody my position earlier. Okay, so now I'm doing very well. I'm gonna close more of my short. Perfect. More of my short. Just drop, baby. I am the liquidity. I don't want to be in this trade because I took on too much risk and I'm very uncomfortable. So because of that, I get out of the trade entirely. All right. Okay. All right, one more. That's it. I'm out, guys. I'm almost out. That's just me. One last, and I'm out. 100,000 more. And I'm about to close my position, and closed. I exited. Boom, I'm out. I took in $13,000. That's it, guys. I'm out. Close, $13,000 profit. All right, that was a very good live trade, man. I'm telling you guys need to get into my Discord group if you're not in it. Whoo, 13 big ones, 13,000. You guys see that right there? Boom. I called this in my elite group. Look, I told everybody the range I was gonna DCA, right? I told everybody over here, my ladder zone, I'm passing out hard. I'm gonna put a stop on tonight. So I told everybody in all the videos, I was gonna ladder like between 182 to like 195-ish, right? So that's what I called. I called it, right? And right here, I'll DCA if we get above $1.90, right? And I kept saying that in my group. So this was a good trade. I had too much exposure, so I really did have to get out of this trade. Like I don't want to be in the trade with too much exposure, right? And that was a trade with a ton of exposure, so it's all right. I'm done it. I'm happy with it. I'm out. You guys need to get into my elite tier group, man. I'm telling you. Okay, I call literally every single trade of mine that I take, right? I talk about the positions I'm in. I DCA, I update on Ondo, right? So I update the whole group, and right now there's a 60% sale. So the 60% sale, you get access to my elite tier private trading group. You get access, so for 6 months you get access. And then you also get access to my 20-hour course as well, okay? You're gonna learn all of my strategies. You're also gonna get access to the advanced volatility scanner, this one right here, which is basically the best indicator to see which ones you should be trading, okay? Like right here, so make sure you guys sign up. It's 60% off. Normally it's $1,150. Right now it's only $450 to get in. And at the end of the year, December the 31st, that's it. Sign up is over. I'm out, guys. Take it easy.